So in question number 1, which one of these could represent a probability density function? Well, if you sum these together, you get 1.1, therefore it's not that one. 0.4, 0.9, 0.1, that looks nice. You can't have a negative probability, so it's not that one. So M could represent a probability density function. Looking at question 2, find the probability that x equals 0. Well, that is equal to 0.3. Probability x is bigger than 1 doesn't include 1. That's the same as the probability of x being bigger than or equal to 2, which is 0.1. And the probability that x equals 1, given that it's bigger than 0, is the probability that x equals 1 given that x is bigger than or equal to 1, which would be the probability that x equals 1, that's the intersection, over the probability that x is bigger than or equal to 1, which is 0.4 over 0.4 plus 0.1, 0.5, 4/5. Calculate the expected value of x, the variance of x, and the standard deviation of x. Okay, I'll jump on the calculator. The expected value of x is going to be the sum of x times its probability, and the variation of x is going to be the sum of x squared times its probability minus the expected value of x squared. Okay, so I've got 1 times, no, I've got negative 1 times 0.2 plus nothing plus 1 times 0.4 plus 2 times 0.1, and that gives me 2/5. So the expected value of x is 2/5, so it's going to be minus 4 on 25 once we square it. And then to find the expected value of x, so if I put a bracket around that, I'm now going to square that. And I square the 0, I square the 1, and I square the 2. And that gives me an answer of 1. So I've got 1 minus 4 on 25, which gives me 21 on 25. And standard deviation of x will be the square root of 21 on 5. And what is the probability that x is bigger than the mean? Well, the mean is 2/5. So the probability that x is bigger than 2/5, which is 0.4, probability that x is bigger than or equal to 1. Therefore, it's going to be 0.5. So that's question 2. And question 3, some work's been done for me already. I know the standard deviation is 1.67 and the mean is 3. So if it's within one standard deviation, I'm looking for the probability that x is between the mean, which is 3, minus the standard deviation, or the mean plus the standard deviation. That's the probability that x goes from 4.67, and that's going to be 1.33. Given that I've got discrete values, that's 2 through to 4, because I can't go less than 1.33, because 1 would be further than one standard deviation away. So it's the same as the probability that x goes from 2 to 4, and that's going to be 0.6. And that's question number 1, 2, and 3.